Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at the relationship between Meghan and her mother Doria, see what the cards have to say about it, see if we can find any tidbits of information from the cards, and if we can expand our understanding a little bit. But before we begin, if you're new here, hi, hello, please consider subscribing, leaving a like. Thank you very much to all the supporters and subscribers that have been around for a while. There's other ways you can support the channel in the description box down below, my social media and all that stuff as well. We do have a channel membership called the Emotional Support Coven. You get members only live chat and videos, behind the scenes readings, things like that throughout the month. So it's a great way to support the channel, and it's a lovely little community there. So you can join that at £2.99 a month as well if you want to. If you can't, that's absolutely fine. I'm just really glad that you're here. So we're going to have a look into the relationship. We're going to start off with Doria. Doria is a Virgo. Now, this lady said she took grandparenting classes at the cost of a few £1,000s. It has been reported. So I just want to see what the relationship is between Doria and Meghan right at this minute, which is around about the 10th of September. Eight of Cups. Okay, so there has been some loss there. Things are not quite as happy as everything would be led to believe and made out. They have got some grief. They have got some loss. And the Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay. So things mightn't be as cozy as things are led to believe. We have got the Queen of Swords crossing, which means there is some sharp words being exchanged. They disagreeing on something to do with a loss. They have got the Queen of Swords there, which means Doria feels like she's been frustrated, attacked, verbally attacked. She feels that there has been a cruel intention. The Three of Wands is what is known about the situation. Now, it's not really known if Doria's living with them or still living in LA. Things are a little bit confused. It doesn't look like there's a good balance there. They're very much three individuals. When you've got Harry, Doria and Meghan, they're very much the three individuals that don't really tend to gel together. You don't necessarily see them together. I wonder if that's because there's something with Netflix. But what's underneath it is the Knight of Cups. She has a very kind of grown-up, immature, gossipy relationship with her daughter. Though you've got the Queen of Swords crossing and there's a loss, it's kind of like bickering. They do like to have a glass of wine together. They do like to to chat, but it's more like a slumber party than it is a mother and daughter relationship. The Eight of Wands in reverse. Twitter. She's got something to do with all of the accounts on Twitter. And the reason it's kind of come to a head in here, I wonder if it's stuff to do with Elon Musk and the blue check marks and things changing like that. Because we've got the Three of Wands there above. Now the Eight of Wands is backwards and forwards, like all the fighting and stuff. And I do feel like, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, that Doria actually has some stuff to do with some of the bots, some of the stuff that happens on Twitter. Yeah, because you've got the Nine of Wands there, and she's feeling quite wounded. She's kind of had enough of it. The Hanged Man in reverse. And this is what's on her mind now. She's being quite impatient, to be fair. I do feel like she's got something to do with Twitter. And it's a loss. Four of Cups. Temper tantrums. I wonder if there's something happening more behind the scenes with regarding bots and how things are used. And Doria has allegedly got something to do with it. She's feeling like she's at a loss with something. And I do feel like this could be stuff to do with the marketing, because we've got the Eight of Wands and the Three of Wands in reverse and it not coming off. And she's kind of had a bit of a spat with Meghan about it, but underneath it, it's just kind of like what she's hoping for is to restart things. This is weird. Wasn't expecting this. And the Ace of Cups. Okay, so we are going to get a new direction. I feel like all of the ones that kind of like rev up and defend Meghan and all of the bots and stuff like that, especially the ones who are disparaging against the royal family and stuff, some of them have been almost bought and paid for. And Doria actually has allegedly, for entertainment purposes only, bit to do with them. We're going to get her to dig out. What she wants is to reset and work with somebody else and maybe do a different social media thing. But she's impatient. She wants this stuff ironed out quite quickly. And then we have the Ace of Cups there. So we are going to get a very public display of mother-daughter affection. We might even get it harking back to Princess Diana, to how she is, and we may well be getting another mother-daughter affection type situation. I'm wondering if that'll be the relaunch of the Tig, but they're definitely, yeah. Okay, so let's see if we can get a bit more, because the reason I'm thinking Twitter is the wands come through for me for like social media going backwards and forwards, and she is sick of it. She is sick of maybe Twitter. I think the changes there are going to alter how things are done. How does Meghan feel about her mother? Okay, so straight away she's definitely bonding around her being sent away from the monarchy. There's a definite here where she is blaming the monarchy and King Charles. So they do have bonded over that. Further, they kind of bond over kind of like gossipy bits. There has taken a risk with something interesting, and that could well be the fact that Doria may be involved with the Knight of Cups there. What's known about the situation? Okay, so that's what's underneath for Doria. That's interesting. So we've just discussed it. It does feel like what Meghan wants to know, what Doria believes the root of the relationship is this kind of gossipy, girly, spilling a bit of tea with each other, having a chat, catching up, kind of giggly nonsense. But what's underneath it is justice undone. I have mentioned this when I've done readings on Meghan lately, that she really feels like things are not fair and skewed against her. She would like to set the record straight, and there is a risk involved in this. And I do feel with this, the risk has been the wands, and the wands going backwards and forwards with the Fool in reverse have not been a good thing. And I'm wondering if there's going to be something coming out about that more. Doria's definitely involved with something here. The Knight of Swords there is gone in if she's feeling very frustrated by some of the stuff that's been happening, and she's linking in there with the wands to kind of get her message across and get her side, get her truth out there. So she's going to like try and tarnish other people's reputations because she thinks it boosts hers. And you have the 9 of Wands and you have the 10 of Wands there. So they may be getting done with Twitter. There may be less of a presence on Twitter of hate accounts going backwards and forwards, because they have actually been manipulated. So she's feeling, when it comes to what she's feeling right now, while Meghan is, while Doria is very impatient, we have got the 9 of Cups there. And she's feeling a little bit messy. She's feeling a little bit too full of herself. And that can only create mess. I know we have death in reverse around her. So what was surrounding Doria was a temper tantrum. And what's surrounding Meghan is unwanted change. She's not coping well with this change. And with the justice in reverse, she really doesn't feel like it's fair. Everything's a burden. Everything's trouble. 2 of Swords, an unwanted decision to make. Making a decision too quickly, acting too rashly. And here we have on the outside, Page of Pentacles. Interesting. So we are going to, in the very near future, along with the Mam, and we are going to see probably Archie. More of Archie. Definitely more kind of references to Princess Diana. Them as a relationship. Meghan sees it, well, she sees her as like having a really good little friend. She's more of best friends than they are mother and daughter. They can have a chat about anything. They sit and have a glass of wine together. But Meghan sees it as getting her to be involved in a scheme that's setting Meghan's wrongs right. She feels quite angry about it. So they're involved together with something to do with social media, probably Twitter. But there's something to do with social media that they've been involved with together on the quiet, even though I think a few people could probably guess that it was them behind maybe some accounts and stuff, but they have been there allegedly for entertainment purposes only. And I think it's something to do with Elon Musk. I wasn't expecting it to go this way. It's because of all the bonds. They're more like friends. It's not like, there's no empresses here. There's no queens necessarily. There is a queen when it dealing with Meghan being a little bit too clipped and sharp with her. But it does feel like they are together in the kind of social media. And it almost feels like Doria's went, well, I'll deal with it. I'll take that strain off you. And it's made a rod for her own back. Because Meghan wants it all kind of like, she wants to correct the record constantly, and she's constantly changing. but she wants to correct the record by smearing other people with untruths so she can look better. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. So let me know what you guys think of the reading, if there's anything you want to add. Let me know what you think of the cards. We can always check back in on this reading later and look at Doria again in a different reading. It's just interesting what comes up straight away. So yeah, anyway, thank you so much for being here, and I shall see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.